అమెరికా రాష్ట్రాల్లో నెబ్రాస్కా రాష్ట్రంలో హమాపట్నంలో ఉన్నాం. మిలాడ్ అనే మిడిల్ స్కూల్కి వచ్చాము. మిడిల్ స్కూల్లో 6th, 7th, 8th వరకు ఉంటాయి. స్కూల్లోకి వెళ్ళాలంటే మనం ముందుగా అక్కడ బజార్ నొక్కాలి. అక్కడి నుంచి మనకి సెక్యూరిటీ వాళ్ళు వస్తారు. రిసెప్షన్ దగ్గర మనం ప్రిన్సిపాల్ పర్మిషన్ తీసుకొని మొత్తం లోనస్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో చూద్దాం. ఇక్కడ మొత్తం కూడా స్కూల్స్ అన్ని ఇండోర్లోనే ఉంటాయి. అది బాగా గమనించాలి మనం. ఇక్కడ ఏ స్కూళ్ళకు కూడా భారీ గొడవ కూడా ఉండదు. ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ చాలా బ్రహ్మాండంగా ఉంటుందన్న సంగతి దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకుని మిత్రులారా, ఇప్పుడు లోనకి వెళ్దాము. క్లాస్ రూమ్స్, టీచర్స్, స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇవన్నీ మీ దృష్టికి ఈ వీడియో ద్వారా తెస్తాము. PRTU భద్రాద్రి కొత్తగూడెం యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ని అందరూ కూడా సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. విద్యా విషయాలు ఇట్లాంటి చాలా విషయాలు తెలవడానికి అది దోహదపడుతుంది. What is your name, sir?
Scott Ingwerson.
Scott D. Venkateswara Rao. I am the president of the BHADRADRI Kottagudem district in Telangana state. My state president name is Sri Paul Reddy. State general secretary name is Bireli Kamalakar Rao. My union have 80,000 members strength in my state. 80,000 member teachers. BHADRADRI Kottagudem. My name is D. Venkateswara. My general secretary name is B. Ravi. Represented to nearly 6,000 people in my district. Member of Legislative Council, Raghuttama Reddy, ex-MLC, Polar.
Is it a government school or a private school?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a public school, yes.
Public school means government school.
Yep.
Which grades?
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
6th, 7th, 8th, three grades.
Correct. Just under 800 total out of 6. We have 64 teachers.
64 teachers. The timetable.
Schedule for the day. We have a late start schedule on Monday where we start at 8:30 and then we end at 3 o'clock. And then on Tuesday through Friday we start at 7:45 and we go to 3 o'clock. That resulted out of COVID. When COVID came, we had a lot of COVID protocols to keep people from socializing and social distancing each other.
Student admission system in 6th class.
So, if you live in our attendance area, if you live in our neighborhoods, you get into our school. So if you live in the neighborhood here, now we're an international baccalaureate school, so we're an IB school, so we're kind of a magnet school. So we attract kids from all across North Middle School, yep.
Okay.
Then the blue area...
This green area belongs to Milad Middle School.
Yep. So then the blue area belongs to the district, so Millard Public Schools. And then the orange area is outside, so we get kids from all across the metro. So how they get to us?
The students get any scholarships or stipends from government or other way?
So for scholarships or stipends to go here, it's free public education. So yes, we have about 32% of our students qualify for free and reduced public education. Housing, so housing, they're on their own. That's something different than us. There is government housing available to them. Some of them qualify for that. Some need reduced price lunch. They would need to just fill out a form. When they go to register their student, there's a form that they would fill out stating how much they make and what it is, and if they were to qualify for that small amount, that minimum amount, they would qualify for it. They need to apply, fill out a piece of paper.
How will the student assessed to move higher class, higher grade?
From 6th grade to 7th grade, 7th grade to 8th grade. Middle school, it's different, whereas you could theoretically flunk science class in 7th grade and then still be promoted to 8th. We do teaming at North Middle School. So these 4 teachers, this is your English, math, science, and social studies teacher. These 4 teachers share about 115 kids. So the same 115 kids are kind of mixed up and they go back and forth. So then these teachers can meet and talk about these kids and know these kids well. This is the other 6th grade team where 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 teachers that share another 115 kids. And then there's a half team with 2 teachers that share about 50 kids. How are we recruiting the teachers?
System.
So we recruit them to hire. So we have an HR department in our district, and we promote our job postings. We have the internet and our school district website. We send it out on. We go to local job fairs. We put things in the newspaper, and we advertise in different ways.
By the government or your school management?
So the recruitment system is by our school district central office. They manage that, and they go around into local universities and different places and do that. Once a teacher applies for a position, then I take over as the building principal of interviewing and recruiting that person once they've said they're interested in the position I might have in our building.
The permanent job.
So permanent job. So we have a director, associate director of HR, a director of really there's four and a half people that are permanently in our HR department working. So our school district's 24,000 kids. So we have about 2,000 teachers and about 24,000 kids in our school district that HR department helps.
What are the teacher basic salaries?
So the base salary is $42,000, and there's a $1,000 signing bonus. So you could get $43,000 your first year teaching.
What are the qualifications of the teachers?
So they have to be certified. Really, it's a bachelor in education, and they have to be a certified teacher. So in Nebraska, there's a praxis, a teacher's test they need to take and pass, and then they need a certificate from a university.
Teachers increase the salaries year-wise?
Yep. So every year, so there's I don't have it for you, but it's a stepping stone. So every year you get a raise. For every year of experience, you work up the salary. And then you can take classes. So if you're a first year teacher and let's say you're 22 years old, you're going to make $43,000. And then the next year you'll get a year of experience. And then if you take this, in addition to that, for every 3 credits you get, you're going to move up the pay scale too. So you can get your master's, you can get your doctorate, and as you're working with years and experience, you get. No, in Millard, if I hire a teacher, they're a Millard North Middle School teacher. They're my responsibility. I take care of them. They applied for a job here. Unless there's something drastic, it's been years. I've been here 16 years in this district, and we switched up our schedule one time that we eliminated reading and did something else, and went from an 8-hour day to a 7-hour day. When we did that, we had to move some teachers around from one building to the other. But really, when you apply to Millard North Middle School, you're going to be here until something drastic happens like that, or you apply to go elsewhere. We wouldn't move you from here to go to Russell or go to Millard North High School. There are districts in the United States that do that. They get a personal day. They get B&E days like business and emergency. I think it's 14 days a teacher can use throughout the year.
What is the teachers in here?
Teachers Union. So we have the Millard, the MEA, the Millard Educational Association. So each school district has its own teachers union, and then there's a state union as well that they kind of affiliate their own little union within the district.
What is the teacher union duties?
What does the teacher union do for the teachers? They help with negotiations for salaries.
Procure the funds for the teacher service and the school maintenance.
So we get, the state of Nebraska provides through the taxes of the state. They collect money and then they spread that out throughout the school district. So we collect money through the state, and we collect money through local property taxes. So if everybody that lives in our school district, they pay money into taxes, and that money is a portion of that money pays for public education. The superintendent is like our district boss. So my boss is the superintendent. The superintendent's boss is the school board.
Okay.
So, and these people are elected. So the public school district has their own school board.
Okay. Right.
And these people are elected. So it's an unpaid position. So Mike Pate's been here. He's been on our school board. Yep, and he's been on there and not paid. It's a public service.
This is district officer.
So this is our superintendent. Their job is to hire the superintendent and then have him run the district. And then he, at our central office, he has our HR, our business department, our educational department, and then there's assistant superintendents that work under that. Then on the other side, then each building You know, so we have our elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. And then there's a building principal that runs each of those. So my boss is Dr. Schwartz.
Okay.
And then his boss is the school board. So teachers at Millwood North Middle School, let's say this is North Middle School. So I'm here as that principal. I hire all the teachers here. The teachers, if they live in our community, they can vote for school board members, but the teachers don't get to determine who the superintendent is or who the principal is. You know, it's a different thing. But for you, it's that school board members or the elected officials that then make the decisions. So our calendar, we start school usually like August 10th, and then we're done before Memorial Day.